Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you're all having a wonderful end to your week here today. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me on this Friday afternoon. You guys know the drill. Jump into chat wherever you're watching. Say hello. We'll give you a shout out, and the show will officially start at the top of the 4 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. I see Lulu Christo and Kiwoy Silbor all hanging out over in the mosh pit on D Live. Great to see you guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. Over on Rumble, hit that thumbs up button for us and go say hi to Joe, who's modding the chat over there. And of course, we're on pilled.net, which is the exclusive home of hour number 2 of our show each and every day. So if you're not watching over there, I recommend you do, so you can see the entirety of our broadcast today, or just be prepared to jump over there at the halfway point. Hanging out in the comfy bunker today, we got Lance Lightspear in there first. What's up, buddy? Kane Chris in the house, and Delia down in Arizona. Patriot 714, and of course Joe Elaine modding all the chats. I really appreciate all you do, Joe. D Richard over there. What's up, D? How are we today? Lyle and Jenny, Packers 412, hanging out, wrapping up their week with us too. What's up, guys? HL Paco, good to see you. And Floyd Due Diligence, my brother. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. Scrolling down through a lot of the pre-show convo here. Our Harold out there. What's up, Harold? How you doing? Pip's mom out in the Wales, UK, checking in from across the pond. Love to see our Patriots abroad. Shout out to all you guys watching from outside of the US here. Liberty Bells, welcome. Good to see you. And Barb Robbins, what's up, Barb? Bella 214, Range Pony. What's up, guys? Good to be with you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good afternoon, Mr. Gerardo. How are you, sir? Fazic, good to see you. Dangleberry, welcome. And Snow Bunny 68. The lovely Maxinon tuning in, representing the Rise Tribe, Rise Attire, USA.com. I'm counting the days till all the hats I ordered show up. I ordered like 9 or 10 hats from Rise Attire. I think I got 5 of the 412 Productions ones to pass out among some of my friends, and then I got 4 of the other designs. I'm so excited for Rise Attire hats. Guys, go to riseattireusa.com and support that America First evil-free apparel company. Love those guys. Promo code WTP Rise for 10% off at checkout. Cherokee George in the house. What's up, George? How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Floyd with a Fajita Friday cookie kicking off our gold pills today, as always, as usual. Thank you, Floyd. Appreciate you, man. Always supporting the show. Casey Powwow, good to see you. Oh yeah, I'm rocking my my Rise Attire 412 Productions tank top today too. It's like 900 degrees in my house today. I don't know what's going on, but it just gets hotter and hotter. And this little room I'm in is such a little sweat box. And I was like, screw it. I'm wearing my Rise Attire tank top today, letting the pits breathe a little bit. Bella 214, thank you for the catch. It's happy Friday. Cheers. Melissa Callie, good to see you. Scaldwelk out there as well. Cycle Chris, DCM 17, good to see you. Namster, what's up, Namster? And then Kim Iowa, it was great talking to you, Kim, yesterday, as always. Hopefully that black pill is maybe turning a bit grayer. Why not? Tony says happy fucking Friday. Much love. Thank you, Tony, for the cans. Great to see you. And hope you're having a wonderful Friday yourselves. Mama always right. Brewbark, Glass Wanda, Captain Longboarder, Tweety 52. What's up, guys? Good to be with all of you today. And there's Max dropping the link to the hats, the trucker hats. Again, I am so excited to get my hats in. Frodo Baggins, good to see you, checking in from down under. And RP 67 says Joe from Manchester, England. We got people all over the world. I love it. You just added a Red Pill 78 and fight hat to the lineup. Can you add a fight hat to my order? and I'll like Venmo you guys or something, or shoot you a cash app. I could place another order. There was no fight hat when I went and made my order, else I would have thrown one of those on too. Either way, I'll have to get one of those. Ozru, are you kidding me? Is that an EMP before we even start the show? What? Thank you, Ozru. That's amazing. Appreciate it. Says good day, mate. And tagging me. Thank you so much. That's a hell of a start to the show right there. Holy smokes. EMP from Ozru. Thank you again. 311 Hero in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Truth Teller 101. Welcome. Spirit 554. A from PA is out there. John, Data 4. Good to see you guys. Oh man. It's a good Friday. I'm telling you what. I was feeling so down and like I don't know why. I've just been in like a weird, off, stupid mood today. I cannot get myself going, feeling unmotivated, low energy. I don't want to say like sad or depressed because I'm a generally pretty happy guy. What's up, man? Good to see you. But I don't know. I felt so heavy and sluggish. I don't know if it's just like post-vacation depression or something or what it is. I don't know, but I've not felt like myself all day. So let's see if we can't snap out of it together here. Dale Burse here checking in from North Dakota. Filter Dog 1, who I'm so excited to hang out with on Sunday this week. That's going to be amazing to get to see you in person, sir. Wisconsin popping in. All right, guys. The Diligent, good to see you. And the raid is about to start, so I'm going to start the intro because we are past time anyway, and there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with the 200 plus names about to pop into the show. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and let's get this Friday started.
We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Y'all for tuning in, Patriots United, doing what we gotta do to win. Be addicted, the MS7, now we're moving in. And once we take over, we won't ever move again. Where we go on, we go all, I say it with pride. No, we won't run, we won't fall, we're right by your side. The demons have taken hold, but none of us will abide. Stand strong and stand bold, that's how we'll survive. 412 is the production. Monday through Friday, deplorable discussions. We're making it hard for the deep state to function. Every time they switch up the narrative, we debunk it. Adult hero is the power that's controlling the plight. With all you patriots behind them, cause we're all in this fight. So many rhyme for so long, but we're giving them sight. Trapped in the world of darkness, but we're bringing them light. You may either find yourself in a different life. A lot of us have, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. Because exactly where you are at this moment in life is where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. It's all by the sign, the patriots are holding the line. They must have lost theirs, thinking they're controlling our minds. So many trapped in mental prisons don't know they're confined. They're just slaves in the system to the roles they're assigned. That's sad, the good news is that we're waking them up. They have monopolies on minds, but we're breaking them up. Everything you thought was news, they were making it up. When we ascend, all the tyrants won't be making the cut. Let them all burn in the hellscape they create. We the people already mapped out our escape. We hold each other by the hand as we all elevate and go to a different place. They can never get chased. When I look into the future, I can see that it's bright. When this history is written, they will see that we're right. We formed our own community and the circle is tight, but I expand the circle with every word that I write. The pen is sharper than the sword when you wield it with might. Why do you think they try to kick us off all the sites? These people hate America and punish us out of spite. We are the beacons of hope in the darkness of night. So let's go, strap in, yeah, get ready for the ride. Watch the water, we're witnessing the turning of the tide. Feel the passion and the fire that you got burning inside. Take the narrative they're feeding you and turn it to the side. We're alerted to the lies, we're preaching with the truth. We know the plan they devised, they're invading the youth. Now we're only incentivized to start raising our boots. These demons all weaponized. Now we're raising our troops. Now we're raising the roof and sounding the alarm. Remember that it's always darkest before the dawn. Life is a game of chess. They want to use you as a pawn. You're only useful until you're not useful, then you're gone. But not us, we're on the right team where we belong. Everybody is invited, so come follow along. We refuse to say things are right knowing they're wrong. Adol Nero, take the mic and take flight to the song.
And now, straight from the Steel City, it's your host, 412 Adol Nero.
All right, let's get this Friday started, everybody. What's up? Thank you guys for joining us for another installment of Deplorable Discussions. Oh, wow, we're not able to connect on Rumble. Why is that? All right, I'm going to fix Rumble. It's August 2nd, 2024. Blah, blah, blah. I'm with Tien Homesteader and Drunk Pinata. Tien Pinata, please say stuff so I can fix this here. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we weren't connected, but it's good to have both of you guys. Tien, I'll start with you, man. How's your Friday going?
Stuff. I'm trying to say stuff.
Well, I appreciate the effort. Why is this not working?
It's Friday. Well, finally I see daylight. I see sunlight. I see, even though it rained earlier, and it may even rain later, I see sunlight. So tomorrow I may be able to do something that won't require tracks to be going on the lawn. But yeah, I sorely need to do some mowing tomorrow for certain. But other than that, just rained, which we needed the water, but what can I say?
Yeah.
Over to Pinata.
Pinata, how you doing, buddy? All right.
I'm doing all right. I'm
Good
trying
on
something
Rumble.
today.
What's that? What are you trying today? I'm sorry.
I'm simulcasting. I sent everybody on Pilled over. I closed just the Pilled stream and rated you, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna carry it on the other platforms
Okay.
like a simulcast.
Interesting. All right. Well, why not? Why not? Oh, I messed up everything today. I put the wrong date on the show over here. I'm a mess, guys.
Yeah, I wonder why you weren't connecting. I checked your Rumble link. It wasn't.
It should be
on that.
working. It should be working
Yeah.
now, although I
Should be
put
fine.
the wrong date on there. I put August 1st because I'm a disaster. All right. I think we're doing a show now. I think we're live. Can you guys hear us over on Rumble? There we go. Adol having production issues. Always having production issues, guys. I blame the heat. It's like 5,000 degrees in this room. I'm cranking the AC. I feel like it's not getting up here for some reason. It's just anyway. Pinata, what was the main theme of your show today, buddy?
Well, we ended up carrying the Secret Service press briefing, which they didn't tell us anything that we already didn't know. Still refusing. Well, they kind of said they were taking the blame, but still not taking responsibility, really. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he did stand there until they were done asking questions. So there is that. But still, at the end of the day, as far as what's been alleged by the whistleblowers, it's pretty clear that guy should also go too.
Ronald Rowe.
He's trying to say all the right things now, but when you don't poll all of the people that were involved in this and for on administrative review, at least do that. I mean, if you think that the whole thing was a planning thing, which it seems like it was, it seems like this was an orchestrated, purposeful blind spot, and that they knew that based upon there's no way the FBI doesn't know who this kid is. I'm I'm calling out BS on that right now. They always know. So what you're telling me, the one time this guy it was impossibly off the radar with making bombs and having encrypted accounts and to use their word, being really weird,
Yeah, there's not. I mean, again, some of the narrative surrounding this kid is so unbelievable. There's no way he was a blind spot. Absolutely not. So they did a press conference. They didn't tell us anything new. Anything else? Was that basically the majority of your show today?
I mean, it was a good 45 minutes, and then we kind of just went over some more of the fallout from Kamala Harris's rally, and a lot of the people in the black community that are just aren't having it. They're done being pandered to. They're like, um, somebody one of these commenters, I think it was Officer Tatum. You know, he has a show. He's like
Mhm.
he said he half expects them to have a watermelon party next week. Like the way that they're pandering, like they're so heavy um into this into it. Like and some other ladies on TikTok, there was like a compilation someone put together of but saying very similar things as far as the pandering is concerned. They're like, I think we're just going to go along with this. They're not going to bring out a Hillary Clinton or a Condoleezza Rice. And you know, like people wake up at their own pace. But the point was that person was saying, why aren't they bringing out and talking about policy as opposed to why they're just putting out a whatever's popular right now and expecting that's enough, that they so disrespect and think lowly of their Democrat voters that they can just run a celebrity out there and that's enough when these people are asking for policy positions. And some of the TikToks in the compilation we were taking a look at, they were clearly Democrats, very disappointed in what was going on. They're still going to vote probably Democrat, but they're starting to understand. I mean, one person described the Hegelian dialectic without using the term for it, but understood that that's what was going on. And so, when you can have that kind of a concept being understood by the masses, and maybe not necessarily knowing what it's been called, where it came from, the name of it,
They
but
recognize the pattern.
being able to recognize it and describe it, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
really good.
that is
So I
really
don't
good.
not sure how prevalent those clips were that this person put in a compilation, but um, I would imagine it is if
You
people are
have it?
comfortable putting that out there and saying that on social media.
You have that compilation? You said?
Yeah.
Let's play it if you have that available. Filter Dog, thank you for the shade. Says United States Secret Service, we fucked up, but nobody will be held responsible, which to me is crazy. I still can't believe that they don't have like a patsy within their system to lay this on their shoulders, you know? Like I thought for sure by now they would have basically taken one member or two members and be like, these are the two guys that abandoned their posts. They've been relieved of their duty, fill their pockets behind the scenes. But then, you kind of have your place where the blame stops and then you shut down any of this coordination or inside job talk just like that. Ozroot, thank you for gifting the 1 month bronze tier subscription. And Boys Block, thank you for the cookie. The fact that they're still investigating is we talked about it quite a bit. That's 15 minutes long. All right.
Yeah, I think if you play the first 3 minutes, that should be enough.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Bongino and excuse me, Bongino's yesterday's show, 8-1. He finally came out and asked the question: is there something more sinister going on? Now it's starting to affect him as the answers that they're doing, the excuses, etc., the different stories, and what he's getting from his inside sources is not adding up.
Yeah. So he's starting to come around to this.
Yeah, yeah,
You can tell he probably was thinking it the whole time, but
yeah. I mean, but he was doing the benefit of the doubt type of thing, which is a wise thing to do, not to jump right into it, right?
right. Yeah, for sure. Especially with his platform.
Particularly when he's got 1.5, what is it? In that show, he had 1.45 million views.
Wow. He's that big. He gets
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
one
His live
episode.
streams are getting like what 150K live.
Yeah, yeah,
Good for
It's
him.
only been getting bigger as far as like
Yeah.
the daily. But also he didn't want to burn his sources. Like he wants to make sure that what he's is people behind the scenes that he
Right.
still has contacts with.
he doesn't want to burn bridges behind him. Definitely.
No, that makes perfect sense. I could understand why he treads lightly. You could definitely understand why he would tread lightly, but it's good. it's good that he is at least willing to slowly come around in time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it makes it all the more powerful too, I guess, that
Yeah.
he didn't jump on that right away, and he's kind of allowed the information to, at least optically,
And
you know.
he's using their info. He's not making stuff up. He's using what they're saying. He even dissected, the testimony and basically said how he lied, contradicted himself because he says that they had embeds with the locals and locals were embedded with the Secret Service, and then they said that they were in the in a common channel, and then he says they didn't know what was going on, but that he knew that there was something going on at the 3 o'clock, which is the direction of the shooter from Trump. So it's like, because it's our left, his right, which would be 3 o'clock, right? And so it's going. The guy's lying, and that's why he prompted to say, "Is there something more sinister going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yeah, well, clearly. But no, I'm glad he's coming around to it, and I think the way that he's handled it has actually been really smart. I get on some of these bigger guys for moving a bit slower, but in him specifically, I could totally understand why he wouldn't want to just jump right to that.
Right. Right.
It makes perfect sense. And again, I think it's all the more powerful to get there slowly and bring people along slowly. Like they're coming along on this journey with him. 1.5 million people watching a day. That's huge.
Right.
That's a big audience right there. That's
Particularly when today that video came out from one of the guys that was actually shot.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that actually shows the guy on the roof walking around the roof, which contradicts the statement from the Secret Service acting director that they didn't know. Well, he was, because he says at his 3 o'clock. Well, the question Bongino says is, well, why wasn't anybody looking at 3 o'clock? Not before, but when they said that they were investigating something at their 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then he says, and you guys didn't even look?
It's crazy. I mean, from the vantage point of that video, he's on bleachers, but kind of almost standing where Trump is standing as far as the
Yeah.
elevation. Like,
Yeah.
and if he can see what that is from that vantage point, how the hell are the people on top of that building behind
Exactly.
Trump not
Exactly.
able to see that?
Exactly.
Flip roof.
Because
Or
it was I think and they keep saying that it was well, these people were looking out. They're looking out. Yeah, they got eyes, don't they? I mean,
Well,
they're
the guys
scanning for
on the
something.
roof
That's
behind
the
Trump
most obvious thing. A dark figure, gray clothes on a white roof.
But
I
he
mean,
was,
with just the movement alone would give it away.
but they said that they were looking out. They were looking out. Well, the entire time that we saw the counter snipers behind Trump, they weren't looking out. If looking out is looking at 12 o'clock from Trump's direction, right, which is straight ahead, looking out, well, they were looking at 3 o'clock the entire time. Because their rifles were pointing to their right, to Trump's right, their right, our left, which is his 3 o'clock. And
Yeah.
if in over the wide open, because there were multiple channels, but the guy was saying that there's one channel that everybody can hear, right? And over that channel is where they heard that the cops were looking into but he says, but there was nothing was said about a man on the roof or anything like that. The guy says, they're investigating a suspicious subject. And you're not even looking in that direction?
It's just absolute nonsense.
Nonsense, exactly. That's
All right. John Collin hasn't. I saw John Collin, and I don't know much about John Collin or how legitimate John Collin is, but I did see his whole video about a bullet coming in from a second angle. They were able to catch it on film. I don't know how legitimate that is, but I did see that. Who put that out there? Resin 8.432. I did see that. Again, I don't know what I'm not smart enough to know what's real and what's not when it comes to that stuff, but it is very interesting. I saw Red Pill covering it yesterday as well. But let me take care of our sponsor, and then we'll jump into all this kind of stuff. I have an article about Bongino and him kind of going there, so we'll get into that. Plus, we'll talk more about Kamala and a bunch of other stuff too. I want to talk about the Olympic boxing thing also. You have a couple biological males just beating the shit out of women in boxing, and I wanted to get into that as well. So we'll kind of bounce all over the place today. But first, our sponsor, you guys know all about earthgardenbotanicals.com, run by our friend Jolene up in Montana. This is an amazing company. Jolene's an amazing woman. She's a patriot, total badass, a genius, an herbalist, the health coach. She makes wonderful wellness products like the CBD and hemp products, CBD oil tinctures that taste amazing. They're pure and potent. All the ingredients for all these products are locally and organically grown on small Montana farms. You can get flavors like orange ginger, bergamot, huckleberry, cinnamon bliss, peppermint cherry. They're all fantastic. Check out the CBD oil for pets, the Delta 8 nighttime gummies to help you sleep, the Arnica salve topical cream for your sore joints and muscles. That comes with or without CBD infused. Elderberry tonic, boost your immune system. Fire cider to clear your sinuses. Check out the white pine needle extract or the sunshine and pine needle tea for a good detox. And the critter juice to keep the insects and mosquitoes away. The all natural insect repellent. I love this stuff. It smells good. It doesn't feel oily and gross on your skin. It works well. All these products are fantastic. And Jolene makes just amazing stuff up there. And she makes it the right way. So go check out earthgardenbotanicals.com. Drop her a line, load up a cart, and use that promo code 412 at checkout for 10% off your order. Big thank you out there to everyone supporting Jolene and her business, and thank you guys out there for continuing to support the channel. To the fam watching in the comfy bunker on pilled.net, please red pill and repost the show. As always, we really appreciate that. If you're on Rumble, we got off to a bit of a slow start over there, some connection issues, but hit that thumbs up button and share that link as well. And yeah, thank you guys again for hanging out on 412 Productions on this Friday afternoon. Let me just jump over here. I saw a few more things pop in I want to address. Osru gifting subscriptions. Thank you, Osru. Oh, there's another one right there. Boys Blanc, thank you for the cookie. Gonzo Rules dropping a fleet. Thank you so much. As Gold Pill Demonium. Let's go to 20K. Thanks 412 and crew for what you do. Thank you, Gonzo. Appreciate the very generous fleet donation there. So we've had already an EMP and a fleet. We've barely gotten started here today. You guys are amazing. Average Joe Patriot says, cheers to Friday. Much love, 412 TN and Drunk Pinata. Cheers to you, Average Joe. It's great to see you out there, my friend. And happy Friday to everybody out there watching. And a special thank you to all of you guys continuing to support and donate your gold pills here to the broadcast. I guess since we were starting with Dan Bongino, I want to stay on that for a little bit here. And then we'll get into some of the stuff around Kamala and her whole bid for the presidency. We'll play that montage too. But it says, Dan Bongino, whistleblowers confirm Secret Service is hiding a big secret. So former Secret Service agent Dan Bongino blew the lid off of the culture of corruption in the Secret Service. The Secret Service failed to protect President Trump last month during a Butler rally, blah, blah, blah. All right, so Thomas Crooks was able to do the following on July 13th. He flew a drone over the Pennsylvania fairgrounds and got aerial footage of the rally layout on the day of the event, including 2 hours before Trump took the stage. Got a rangefinder through security, evaded law enforcement officers from several different state, local, and federal agencies, somehow climbed up on a roof with his rifle 450 feet away from President Trump, bear crawled to the perfect vantage point as bystanders alerted police, and was still able to take 8 shots at Trump, parked a vehicle full of explosives near the Trump rally. Crooks was able to walk around the premises after snipers took a photo of him looking suspicious. A sniper located in the second-story window was only 40 feet away from Crooks and didn't neutralize him. Trump was still able to take the stage after Crooks was pegged as suspicious by Secret Service. Bongino told a story about a time he and another Secret Service agent who is now assigned to Trump's detail warned about a suspicious Russian woman who was hired at the U.S. Embassy in Moscow back in 2020 or 2004. Dan Bongino said she was asking too many questions about how the Secret Service functioned. He sent an email back to Secret Service leadership in D.C. warning them about the suspicious Russian woman and told him to shut the hell up. It turned out the suspicious woman, who Bongino called Anna, was a Russian spy. The Secret Service learned in 2018 that Anna was a Russian spy. A counter sniper backed up Dan Bongino's claims of the corrupt cover your ass culture at the Secret Service. A counter sniper in an email earlier this week said the agency, quote, should expect another assassination attempt before November, and complained that he is no longer proud to be a United States Secret Service counter sniper after leadership failed to protect President Trump on July 13th. Quote, this agency needs to change, the sniper wrote in the email obtained by Real Clear Politics reporter Susan Crabtree. Quote, if not now, when? The next assassination in 30 days? Sadly, we have fallen short for years, the counter sniper wrote. We just look good doing it. I've conveyed these thoughts to not only supervisors, to include the current captain of counter snipers, I'm guessing, but those responsible for training SOTS/CS. I don't know what SOTS is. I'm guessing CS is counter snipers. If anybody out there knows what those acronyms are, please feel free to jump in and let me know. Only to be brushed off as those with less experience somehow knew more than me. The team I was once proud to be a part of is something I have to somehow hide as I moved into my next career. The counter sniper continued, who wants to hire a United States Secret Service counter sniper guy who failed? That's the public perception I'm not faced with. The U.S. Secret Service counter sniper team is a stain I'll never be able to cleanse. The motto of the U.S. Secret Service, cover your ass, and every supervisor is doing it right now. So, again, you could read that two different ways. They're covering their ass, from a larger conspiracy, an inside job, a coordinated failure, or extreme negligence. I happen to think it's the former rather than the latter. The extreme negligence part just doesn't add up to me. But is that what you're referring to, Tien, when you're talking about Bongino's show, or is this newer?
No, the one I'm talking about is newer.
Okay.
That one, I think, was the 31st.
Okay.
What they're talking about was from the 31st episode. But yeah, either way.
Yeah.
I didn't watch today's yet, so.
Okay. So I also have a clip here. I didn't get a chance to actually watch this, so forgive me if this sucks, but it says it was a setup. Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe caught another lie. Was personally responsible for cuts in security division, responsible for threat assessment. Let's watch the video. I think it's Jesse Waters. After skip a couple ads.
Hey, 99% of people with an IRA.
He lied about that.
Digital
today,
dollar
that
Trojan horse known as
he
FedNow
was asked
has
about
been
it.
stealthily deployed across U.S. bank accounts.
The acting director of the
What'd you say, Pinata?
I said he doubled down on it today. He said I was not personally the one that did it.
Okay.
So what did he tell an immediate subordinate? Go ahead and do that for me. Like
I don't know.
Then that way he can say I didn't do it. Well, you didn't ask the question, right? You did I direct somebody to do it? Maybe that's a more direct question.
These people are such slithery little snakes, man. That's probably exactly that what
the acting director.
All right, let's take a listen to this. This is Jesse Waters talking about the situation.
Director of the Secret Service told Congress under oath that his agency didn't cut resources from Trump's detail.
If you're talking about Butler, Pennsylvania, all assets requested were approved. If you're talking about the media reporting of assets requested, there were times when assets were unavailable and not able to be filled, and those gaps were staffed with state and local law enforcement tactical assets.
That's a lie, period. And lying to Congress is a felony. A Secret Service whistleblower is telling Senator Hawley that guy personally directed that Secret Service agents who do threat assessments at events be cut. The whistleblower says those agents should have been at Trump's Butler rally doing threat assessments, and they were cut by that Secret Service director, Ronald Rowe. Some of these Secret Service threat assessment agents had been warning about security problems for months leading up to the Butler rally, but were ignored. Why? If those agents were at the Butler rally, Crooks would have been in cuffs the second he was spotted with the rangefinder. Not only did Secret Service cut these special agents for Trump's Butler rally, the Secret Service hasn't even called the locals who were providing backup that day.
Secret Service has never talked to any of our people either before the rally that day or to this moment has ever talked to us in regards to what our actions were that day. Secret Service has not talked to us at all about the incident.
You've not talked directly to the Secret Service, then Director Cheadle, Acting Director Ronald Rowe, they've not reached out to you, neither one of them?
None of them.
They're doing an investigation into an attempted assassination, and the Secret Service hasn't even called the locals. Not even out of curiosity. Like, what the hell happened, guys? That's evidence of a cover-up. Former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy joins me now. Vivek, another lie. Lie after lie after lie. Why?
This has become muscle memory for the federal government, Jesse. This is a pattern that needs to end at some point in our history. Let now be it. The government has gotten so in the habit of lying to the American people, they don't trust the people with the truth. Their basic attitude is, whatever it is, we can't handle it. And you know what? This country was founded on the idea that, you know what, we the people, we can handle the truth. We require the truth. And at this moment, Jesse, on the eve of every one of the elections we've had for the last couple of cycles, you have government lies or government-related lies, Russia collusion hoax, Hunter Biden laptop with intelligence experts supporting it, Joe Biden's health, now even something as grave as this assassination attempt. Whatever the truth is, just tell us the truth. The people can handle it. And that's how we're going to rebuild trust in this country.
Because if you don't tell us the truth and keep lying and then keep getting caught lying and then lying about the lie you just told, it makes us think there's something else going on. If you just say we screwed up, we had a guy that fell asleep, we didn't show up to the briefing, we turned it down because we didn't have enough money, okay, we can say you're an idiot and you should be fired. But if you don't say anything and just lie, then it makes us think something else is happening. Don't they see that?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Jesse. And this erodes public trust, and it's consistent. However bad they're worried the public will see them as being, it's going to be far worse in terms of what the public actually expects. The public is now sick and tired of government leaders and a media industrial complex that covers up for it. Just tell us the truth. It's like the equivalent of, what was it, Colonel Jessup in A Few Good Men. He said, you can't handle the truth. That's effectively the way the government looks at its people today. And I think our last best chance, I'm biased on this, but last best chance of a president who actually is going to tell us that truth is going to be Donald Trump, an outsider who isn't afraid to tell it like it is. And if Donald Trump wins decisively this November, as I hope and still expect will be the case, it will be because he's a truth teller, not because it always lands well on your ears, but that's what somebody who tells the truth tells you. You know what? Sometimes if the truth is if you care about yourself, you tell someone what they want to hear. If you care about the people, you tell them the truth.
He's absolutely right, too, as far as the way the government is handling this. And people can accept, I think, a screw up if you own it. You know, they'll demand accountability. They'll demand, you know, maybe someone be fired. But to sit there and obfuscate the way that they have, it just makes it seem so much more sinister. And again, I think that if it wasn't more sinister, they would simply just fire the weak link or the person responsible and move on. But the fact that they're not doing that, I think it speaks volumes. You know, I think the inaction speaks louder than anything that they're saying. So there's clearly something major going on there. There's a huge cover-up in process. We'll see what comes out and when it comes out, or if it comes out. I have a hard time believing we're going to understand the full truth before January 20th, 2025. But I would hope that Donald Trump would put all this out there, declassify everything and anything related to the assassination attempt on him, you know, when he has that presidential authority. And I think that could really, really, really blow the doors off of quite a few different things and be one of those paradigm shifting moments in American history. PM, Pinata, you guys have any thoughts on the clip we just watched?
The only thing that I disagreed with Ramaswamy is that well, not that I disagree, I should say. I think what they're fearful of is that when he says that the American public can handle it, yes, I think that's what they're fearing, that the American public will handle it.
Right.
Because if what they're trying to cover up is what we suspect, they can't have the truth come out. So now you have to ask, well, I mean, right? I mean, are they going to come out and basically says it was purposeful management to enable the potential assassination, right? No, they're not going to do that. So then the question is, if that's what they're hiding, let's say, then you have to evaluate what they're doing from that paradigm. I think that's what Jesse was trying to say. It leads to speculation, theories, whatever, conspiracies, which is true, because what we're watching is a conspiracy. Right now, we're seeing a conspiracy, because when the FBI is out there lying, when the Secret Service is out there lying, demonstrated by the local cop going out there and basically saying they haven't even called us, with a number of stories, yada, 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 I'm not going to repeat everything, on infinitum, then you have to look at saying that is, and as the saying goes, the cover-up is worse than the crime. The conspiracy is the cover-up, is the conspiracy to cover up another conspiracy.
Right.
Truly a conspiracy. The attempted assassination of Trump, or the enabling of it, at minimum, the enabling of it is a conspiracy. Because it wasn't one person that did it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe it was just one person. That's what they're
No,
trying.
it may have been the guy on the roof alone. But the point is that he didn't get there alone.
Right. Well, that's what I was essentially trying to say.
Yeah. I wasn't correcting you. I'm just elaborating.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, no, it's spot on, TN.
Yeah, and Shovelhead, says they wanted to look disorganized. Yes, they're falling on the government ineptitude sword.
It's the only thing they can do. There's nowhere else to run from it. Yeah.
Right? It's to hide.
It's the only cover they have.
Exactly. And we're in a way it's being fed into by calling them incompetent, right? They're playing on that, but in that, I'm not saying they shouldn't be called that. I'm saying don't let up. The powers that be, not us, or us.
Yeah, and they're hiding behind this veneer of complexity. Like, look, this is a really complicated investigation. All right, we're a complicated, very interwoven organization. There's a lot of moving.
Trump has never done a rally before. A president has never gone to an outdoor event before. Give me a break. And I don't mean Trump. All presidents. All presidents.
Yeah, it's this is super complicated. Like to pinpoint it to one singular point of failure is too hard. It's very, very ambiguous. You little people not involved wouldn't really understand. So, we messed up. But any specifics beyond that, you don't really need to know. We're sorry, but no one's being held accountable because it's just too complicated, and trust me, you wouldn't understand. That's kind of the attitude they're throwing out there. And it's incredibly insulting, disingenuous, and unbelievable. Like I don't think anyone's buying it. And the longer they go on with this, I think the more obvious it becomes what this was. Which was an internally coordinated attempt on Donald J. Trump's life.
Right. Yep.
So Mark Zuckerberg, I guess, called Donald Trump, and I thought this had a video here. I don't have a video, but I have a quick little paragraph. So President Trump said, Zuckerberg calls me. First of all, he called me a few times after the event and says that it was really amazing. It was really brave. and he actually announced that he's not going to support a Democrat because he can't, because he respected me for what I did that day. I think what I did was maybe a normal to me. It was normal response, but I was called by Mark Zuckerberg yesterday, the day before, on the same subject, and actually apologized. He said they made a mistake, etc., and they're correcting the mistake. Google, nobody called from Google, and he's talking about Facebook censoring the image of the fist in the air with the flag behind him and all that. Zuckerberg went on to say that he's not going to be doing like the Zuckerbucks and donating all over the place and setting up drop boxes and things like that. Is anyone buying Mark Zuckerberg's change of heart based on this, or is Mark Zuckerberg reading the writing on the wall that Donald Trump is most likely going to be in the White House in 2025 and doesn't want to have an enemy as president as he continues running his multi-billion-dollar company? How do you read Zuckerberg's comments and his conversations with Donald Trump?
I think a little of both, in the sense that the foundation may be that he saw the handwriting on the wall. Trump's actions in Butler probably sealed the deal that of this guy's really a badass, because that's what he called him. He was doing an interview. He did an interview like 1 or 2 days afterwards, and he basically said that what he saw Trump do was badass. That's the word he used. Yeah, I don't think it was a all epiphany, but that the attempted assassination and how Trump handled it thereafter may have put, all pun intended, the fear of God in him.
Yeah. Our Congress says fuck him. I mean, I don't necessarily trust Mark Zuckerberg at all.
No, but he does carry some weight. I mean, there are people that look up to him, just like there are people that look up to movie stars, right?
There are people that look up to him, and again, I always hate, like, we never allow anybody the right to have a change of heart. We're really bad about that in this movement. Like, we've done it with everybody. Like JD Vance said something 10 years ago about Donald Trump that we didn't like, so we hold it against him to this day, despite everything he might have said since then. Or that's just one example, but we never really seem to give anybody the opportunity to change their mind or come around on certain things. I feel like we're always so quick to want to call someone a shill or a grifter, or you can't trust them because of this, that, or the other thing. And I don't think that we should forget about what people have done or said in the past, but to completely write everybody off and not allow anybody the opportunity to do better, I don't think it is productive either. Now, in this particular case, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg.
You can be skeptical, but also take it for what he says in public.
I do think Mark Zuckerberg is a pretty evil person. Like, I do not trust him. Like, to be fair, like, just putting it out there, I'm not saying that we should all be Mark Zuckerberg fans. I'm not about to go create a Facebook account right now or anything like that. It's just more of a general observation I've noticed. Mark Zuckerberg needs to do a lot more than simply not donate to a Democrat this time around and call Donald Trump a badass to earn my trust. But at the same time, I do feel like we're not the greatest at allowing people the opportunity to do better or to change their mind or to have an epiphany or take the red pill or whatever. We tend to hold on to things very, very tightly that people say, in the rhetoric. So just throwing that out there again. Not so good as Zuckerberg, because I do think he is a scumbag for the.
That's where I say people should read Acts 9 in the Bible, the story of Saul turned to Paul, because that's exactly what happened. And I'm not making Zuckerberg Saul and then on the other end he comes out as Paul, but the aspect of you have to look at it for what the value that it has. You had one of the left's icons, darling of Facebook, which is darling of the left, or what had been for the longest time, and probably post Twitter, Elon Musk Twitter, a little more, coming out and making positive comments about Trump. that carries weight. We may not like it from a perspective of distrust, and I'm not saying we should trust them, but you have to look at the value that that brings to the table.
Right. I think that's well said. Speaking of this topic, you had Kyle Rittenhouse come out the other day, and here, let me just grab the video. Hold on a second. I could find it pretty quickly. But basically came out and said that he's not voting for Donald Trump because he's not strong enough on the Second Amendment. Take a listen.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
All right, so that was Kyle Rittenhouse. Now he's since come back and said, over the past 12 hours, I've had a series of productive conversations with members of the Trump team, and I'm confident that he will be a strong ally. Be the strong ally gun owners need to defend our Second Amendment rights. My comments made last night were ill-informed and unproductive. I'm 100% behind Donald Trump and encourage every gun owner to join me in helping send him back to the White House. So he's come back and had a little bit of a whoops. I don't know if it's because of people coming at him. I mean, I've seen a lot of, I saw a lot of hate coming at Kyle Rittenhouse, a lot of upset people. You know, he's not completely wrong though. Donald Trump, I mean, he did the bump stock ban. He hasn't been perfect on the Second Amendment. So he's not completely wrong. But at the same time, writing in Ron Paul is just throwing your vote away. Like, Ron Paul isn't going to win the presidency. So
honestly, I thought he gave him just like, I know the whole point is shall not be infringed, but I feel like he gave him something he knew was going to be overturned. You know, gave him some red meat. Oh my gosh, we're banning bump stocks. When most gun owners that I recall, even you guys, were like that they're not really a productive thing. It's mostly kind of for like a
massive amounts of lead downstream,
like a gimmick type thing, right?
It's massive amount of lead downstream without accuracy.
Yeah.
Or let's say with a heck of a lot more accuracy required. How about that?
Yeah. Regardless of that, I mean, it was an unconstitutional move by Donald Trump against the Second Amendment. I mean, I don't think you can argue that at all. Whether or not you like bump stocks, hate bump stocks, think they're the best thing ever, or a completely useless piece of equipment. It was an unconstitutional move by Donald Trump against gun owners in this country. If you're going to just look at it on its face, Kyle Rittenhouse is right. Donald Trump is not 100% for the Second Amendment.
That was a Puritan test. Rittenhouse has a Puritan test on the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to be 100%, which is what you would strive for, but nobody's going to be, because each circumstance has to be taken at the value judgment of the time.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was Vegas.
Yeah.
And if Pinata is, thinking as Pinata does, and I wasn't trying to do a qualifier from a perspective of he's right or wrong, it's that if you think in that fashion, that they may have thought of that fashion as saying, this is not going to fly, right? It's the poison pill type of thing. The bump stock ban, which then got overturned.
Mm-hmm.
So if you anticipated it being overturned. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not quite sure, and I'm speaking from ignorance here, what are Ron Paul's perspectives or stands on the Second Amendment? Is he a Puritan, shall not be infringed?
Yeah, I don't know. honestly. I don't know that much about his Second Amendment.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. That's what I'm saying. It was rhetorical to my question. I apologize. Yeah, me neither. But for him to say, I will be writing in Ron Paul.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting.
I thought MAGA's response to him was kind of over the top, to be honest, calling him a backstabber and things like that. I didn't like that at all. Like the kid.
He didn't say he was going to vote for Biden or
People saying that he was paid to endorse somebody else without any evidence of that, I thought was kind of slimy. And then you had a lot of people calling him a backstabber, like he was, somehow disrespecting the MAGA movement by having a difference of opinion on it. Like, if the Second Amendment is that important to him, if that's his number one thing, if he wants someone that is going to read that Second Amendment shall not be infringed and try to, craft policy to match that exactly, like that's something I think we all agree with, honestly.
Well, isn't in the underlying principle is you vote for whom you, in essence, who has your value, represents your values.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, if that was the case, and he doesn't vote for Trump, then it's Jersey time. If you're calling him out as a traitor, then it's Jersey time.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, you're not wearing the right jersey, you're out.
Yeah. I actually thought it was interesting that, he's willing to not just go along with whoever, like he actually was thinking about who is going to support the Second Amendment the best, and that's his guy.
But Ron Paul is not even.
Second Amendment is the reason he's alive. Yeah, exactly. Look, again, I understand people being upset. I thought the reaction to him was over the top. But he came around and even, he's voting for Trump now and he's endorsing Trump. So he heard you guys loud and clear, that's for sure. I thought it was, I don't know, a weird target. I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse is changing anyone's mind or convincing anyone to vote one way or another.
No, it was like I said, this was a Jersey movement.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because it's not like he went in the other direction, because Ron Paul has been an anti-Fed or out of the Fed, which is a big item forever. He's been that. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, then you have to do the way and saying, okay, so as you were saying, that's throwing your vote away. That has to, it's an aspect of pragmatic, right? I guess that's the word. Pragmatism has to kick in. Yes, Trump may not be the 100% that I want, but is he better than 50? And has a better chance of me getting that 50 than no chance of getting the 100.
Right. No, I totally, I agree. I don't agree with Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't agree. I agree with his stance on the Second Amendment. I think it's a bad move to throw your vote away on, like, to die on that hill, essentially.
Yeah.
The situation.
Well, that's pragmatism, but you're older than he is. I'm older. Both of you. I mean, and I don't mean that.
He is a 21-year-old kid. Maybe 20.
Right. So pragmatism hasn't kicked in yet.
Yeah, I feel like he deserves a little bit of a break. Not that he's above criticism. I just don't think like the nastiness was warranted towards this kid, especially because where he was coming from was from a place of constitutionalism. Like he wants he wants that Second Amendment to be abided by. Like he doesn't want to see our rights chipped away at. Like he was coming from a place that we could all agree with. Mm-hmm. His overall action of writing in Ron Paul and not endorsing Donald Trump, I think was a bit misguided. But the overall, like his heart, I do think was in the right place. And he corrected himself, like so.
He stated it from a principle point of view, but there is a time, and this is it's a good overall question. Is that a compromising of his principle, or is that a pragmatic view of how to achieve what his goal is?
I think sometimes taking a pragmatic path forces you to compromise. You compromise in the short term to play a long-term strategy. I think that's something we all do in many aspects of our life.
Yeah, that's why I posed the question in that fashion. Are you really? But is it truly that you're compromising your principles, or are you trying to achieve them the best way possible? Right?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, a near 100% guarantee of 50 is better than a near 100% guarantee of nothing.
Right. No, I agree with that. So.
Right.
Anyway, I wanted to bring that up at some point. That seemed like a good time to do it. But anyways, that's the Kyle Rittenhouse saga for this Friday, August 2nd. Guys, it's 8:55 or 8:50. It's 4:55. I don't know where 8 came from. It's 4:55, and we are about to go to hour number 2 exclusively over on pilled.net. So I hope you guys will keep watching with us over there. I'm putting the link in the live chat for you all on Rumble and on DLive. So make sure you go ahead and jump on over there. Oh, we got a troll over on DLive.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Good. Welcome.
I'm gonna delete and mute this idiot.
Oh, you're gonna mute him?
Yeah, he's just typing in nonsense. It's not even productive trolling. It's just being.
Yeah, but let them out themselves.
It's just obscene.
Okay. I don't have DLive on, so I don't know.
All right. Anyway, we're going exclusively over to pilled.net. Links are in the Rumble description, Rumble chat, and DLive chat. And hope to see you guys over there for hour number 2. We got plenty more to talk about.
Except you, troll.
Yeah, except for
you can stay on DLive if you like.
You stay on DLive. You watch the splash screen there for the next hour. And talk to nobody. I'm going to play a quick video. We'll come back on the other side, officially say goodbye to the other platforms, and then we'll read any gold pill chats that have come through, and we'll talk more about Kamala Harris and how the race is shaping up with President Donald Trump. And yeah.
I say you put the we're not going to take it video on the loop and pump it through DLive.
There we go. I like that. I wish I could simultaneously do that. That would be pretty funny. All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Pilled.net is proud to host 412 Productions, exclusively on the true home of free speech. To continue watching the show, we are here to help you over to Pilled. If you're new to the platform, just click on the welcome link provided. It will then automatically walk you through signing up for your free account. If you already have a Pilled.net account, follow the link provided directing you straight to 412 Productions channel. We are excited to have you join the Pilled family, and if you have any questions at all, please email support@pilled.net. Enjoy the rest of 412 Productions on Pilled.net. Free speech lives here.
All right, we are back. I almost screwed up. The video ended, and instead of hitting transition back to like the main display that you guys could all see, where you guys could all see us, I almost hit end stream. Like I almost had like the biggest brain fart and just shut down the show. I tell you what, it's a good thing it's Friday, and the weekend is here, because I have been an absolute mess this entire week. I have not gotten my feet under me. So hopefully, come Monday next week, things will feel a bit more normal. But anyway, guys, thank you to everybody who has come over to Pilled from our other platforms. I really, really appreciate you all who do that. If you're not going to jump over with us, no worries. We will be back on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern time for another Deplorable discussions. We'll have, I think on Wednesday, we should have Daddy Dragon back on the panel. So that'll be fun. We'll get his take on a lot of this stuff going on, and see what's going on over on his side of the pond over in England. So very much looking forward to that. So jump on over to pilled.net if you want to keep hanging out with us. Again, those links are in the Rumble description, the Rumble chat, and the DLive chat as well, or just simply go to pilled.net in your browser and find us at 412 Productions. If not, have a great rest of your Friday night and a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you guys on Friday. Bye, everybody.